Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
Longer than that it'd be a stretch. Yeah, it'd be a stretch for me. Yeah. So the other topic, I'm not sure we're gonna have. Well, we do have time for it. Whether we're gonna be able to cover it, that's another issue. But we'll give it a go anyway. How on earth did we get here?
Yeah. I bet you wondered what I meant.
I did.
How on earth, or how on sea, perhaps?
Oh yeah. Well,
go on.
Yeah. So I did. When I read it at first, I thought, how on earth did we get? What is it? There's a bit of a it's a bit of a riddle, isn't it? You know, how did we get here? You know, it could open up a lot of topics, couldn't it? You know, how did we get here? I mean, how did we get to this point? So over to you again.
Yeah, there's a context, isn't there, about that? But I just thought it's quite an interesting thing to think about. How did we actually arrive in this world, if you like? I mean, we all probably know the basics and all the rest of it, but going back almost to school days of biology lessons and things, it's quite an interesting thing, which I suppose everybody knows the basics about, but we don't perhaps know the finer points of it, maybe. So I thought we'd just have a look at how we become what we are, how we are on this planet at this time, right, etc., what we've gone through to get here. And, you know, it's all about that little thing we call sperm. So we're putting a word like that on our podcast, and it's quite hard to come up with any sort of conclusion one way or another about the performance or what sperm actually is, so to speak. In fact, until Shakespeare's time, it was called, for some reason, it was called sparm, which I suspect just had to do with the pronunciation being a bit different then. But it was in about the 1830s or 40s that a British anatomical, is that the word? Research paper, guide, actually designated sperm for the first time as Spermatozoa. And that's how it's been known ever since, but still shortened to the word sperm. Now, what is sperm? Well, in some ways they are heroic, because they're like the astronauts of human biology, you could say. Right. The only cells in the body, as far as I know, that are designed to leave the body and explore other worlds, if you like, because no other cells as such have to do that. So on the one hand, they are heroic astronauts. On the other hand, though, I'm afraid to say they're sort of blundering idiots, because they, you know, you shoot them into a womb, and they faff about, not knowing where to swim. They've got no sense of direction, which may not be a good thing for us fellas. We always think we have a great sense of direction in our driving, don't we? But maybe we're not sort of followed by that with the spermatozoa. So they have no sense of direction. And frankly, I think it's true to say that they are curiously ill-equipped to carry out the task that evolution gave them, the one task. They don't do it properly. So on the one hand, they're heroic astronauts. On the other, they're blithering idiots, really, in the way that all of that works. And just to illustrate that, without help, unaided, a sperm would take about 10 minutes, a single sperm, to cross the word on a page, tiny little distance, but they have no sense of direction, and without any aid, that's what they would do. They would get absolutely nowhere. But, of course, this is presumably why the male orgasm or climax is the extravagant, vigorous endeavour that it is. To a man, to a bloke like us, you know, a climax an orgasm is a burst of pleasure. But in reality, it's a rocket launch, a rocket launch for all those sperm. And yeah, once expelled from the male, they, as I say, they swim around, hoping that perhaps they will be drawn to an egg, and maybe there's some sort of signal that can create some, I don't know, chemical signal that might draw them to the egg. But in reality, it's a difficult journey, and statistics show that on a normal, shall we say, one act of carnal relations, the likelihood of a sperm meeting an egg are about 3% successful, and it's supposed to be getting worse. And in fact, nowadays in the Western world, apparently 1 in 7 couples seek help.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.